It's time to do some battery maintenance. I do this every couple of months or so. I wear safety glasses so I don't get a splash from the acid. I use a non-conductive stick to lever off the lids. And then I top up with distilled water. There are plastic level indicators so you don't overfill them. These are wet batteries. They're cheaper than sealed, but you do have to do the maintenance. They also last longer provided you do the maintenance. One of the terminals has corroded, so now I've got an extra job. I mixed bicarb and water and scrubbed it off with a toothbrush. And then I found a second terminal that's starting to go a bit blue. After it dried, it looked truly dreadful. I'm going to have to do it again. I'm going to unbolt the terminals, so I need an insulated spanner. This will prevent a battery from shorting if I drop the spanner in the wrong place. I disconnected the two main banks. And then I removed the connecting cables. The batteries are too difficult to lift out. I just loop string around the supporting post to make a temporary handle. I cover batteries and solar power in part 1 of the ebook How to Build an Off-Grid Shipping Container House. I used more bicarb to clean up the terminals. Then I brushed the batteries down with fresh water. I used a watering can to wash off all of the residue. And then I greased the terminals with petroleum jelly. The batteries lift easily back into the bank. I cleaned the lugs on the connecting cables with a mixture of bicarb and water. Each of these batteries is 6 volts, though when they're full you generally read 6.4. My batteries are now 3.5 years old, but they're in really good condition because I'm only using 10 or 20% of their capacity. I greased the lugs. And then I put the cables back on again. Okay, let's see whether I've got this right. This should go up in increments of 6. 6, 12, 19, 26, 32, 38, 45, 51. Perfect. So between here and here is my 48 volt battery. Now that's reading 51, which is correct. As I was putting on the last cables, it started to pour. I put the lids back on and it worked perfectly. I recently took a trip to the battery shop and here's some of the information they shared.
For 100 ampere.
395
in
for
an
100.
AGM.
That's a sealed.
That's a sealed. And 100 ampere is 228. So there's
228.
it's $100 difference.
Okay.
A third difference.
Okay. And the sealed isn't going to last as long as the wet. Is that true?
About the same.
About the same. Okay.
But I actually believe longer if you look after it.
Well, how is the water evaporating out of my wet cells and not out of those?
Well, it's got a vent.
So my wet cells have got a vent.
Yeah, they vent. These work more like a hothouse.
Yeah.
Well, they go round and round, but you can overcharge them and they'll blow up like a balloon like that. You'll see that.
So you've got one that's overcharged?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like this thing. Yeah, it's 120 amp.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Well, there's gel,
Yeah.
which is very few reasons to go for gel. It's mainly if you've got a lot of heat,
Yeah.
which, like, you know, if it's in a tin shed. We sell a lot to the mines where they have little tin sheds where they run the radios and things on.
Yeah.
And AGMs just dry out.
Yeah.
Whereas the gels don't tend to do that. But again, they're another third, probably again,
Right.
dearer. The AGM, the main reason I use them is for caravans and anywhere that's basically inside, because the other guy's gas,
Yeah.
hydrogen,
Yeah.
Hindenburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because they've got a lot more liquid in them, they stay cooler, they just last longer.
Okay. I had, after 3.5 years, one of my banks had 2 of the terminals corroded on me. Why?
No
What?
one said, not even, I can't really give you a positive answer. My theory is, because you get one battery will do it and one won't.
Yes.
I think it's just the seal between the plastic and the lead. Like, because it's obviously, so if that can gas out through there,
Yeah.
it's going to cause, because dissimilar metals, it's
Yeah.
because you've got a stainless nut and a brass terminal and
Yeah.
lead. I think that's, and you
Yeah.
get but that's why the idea of putting some sort of, like people use petroleum jelly or whatever it is.
Well, that's what I did. I put
all
some.
it's doing is blocking the hole.
Oh, okay.
And stopping the oxygen from getting to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'd like something, any of those battery terminal sprays that's a bit thicker. I reckon that'd
I ended up putting the petroleum jelly from the chemist on,
yeah.
and that's what I'm hoping it's going to do.
Yeah, that's essentially what.
Okay. So you're talking about like the power wall?
Yeah, similar type of thing, but
Yeah.
non-lithium.
Yes.
Because there's still insurance companies out there that won't give you insurance with a lithium battery cell for your solar.
Really?
Yeah, because it is impossible to put lithium out. Lithium, the only way lithium will stop burning
Yeah.
Sorry?
is if you smother it and it completely burns itself out. You cannot stop it burning.
42.
Oh right, I did not know that.
Yeah, so I've actually got a friend who I've just been doing this, working on this for.
Yeah.
And he
I can
rang up
get
the
the
house
42s.
insurance and they said no,
Can't
because
have them.
lithium.
Right.
So that could be different for everyone, but his particular insurance wouldn't give him.
But they will. But a lead acid is no drama.
No
They'll be the same.
lead acid either,
Okay.
because of where he wanted it in a custom built. He's actually got a room built just off his garage. It's a fairly new house.
Yeah.
He can't run wet batteries and he can't run lithium.
So it's just sealed?
Yep. So he basically, I can actually show you what they look like.
That's just still your 2-volt cells we're talking about.
Yeah.
But you can get those in some crazy. You can get up to 3,000 amp hour.
I washed my batteries for the first time. That was a stressful and new experience. I've seen the videos where people do wash them, and when I came along to here and I brought them, when I collected them, I'd put a tarpaulin over the top and it was raining. And then I think one of you guys said, "You don't need the tarpaulin." I says, "But the rain will short them out." And they went, "No."
They definitely
Right.
don't last as long in a golf cart.
Right.
I will get 2 or 3 years out of a seal set,
Yeah.
and you're getting your 4 and 5, 6 years out of a wet set.
Yeah.
But they drain a lot harder than what you're doing too.
Yeah.
You know, they're pulling 200 amps when they take off.
Yeah.
It's hard when you...
So why do the Trojans? What makes you like them?
Just 15 years of using on golf carts, and nothing survives in a golf cart like a Trojan.
Really?
And you don't get much more abuse than a golf cart. We've tried every brand under the sun, and they all say, "Oh yeah, ours is as good as a Trojan, right? We've done all these tests." And what the problem is they might go 2 years, so they only give you 12 months warranty. So the customer, they may be cheaper, but I wouldn't say they're a better battery.
So you're looking at about twice the price for a sealed versus a wet Trojan.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's really only the difference between you checking.
Okay. I've had about 4 years of excellent service out of my Trojan battery bank. I do the maintenance to top them up, and I'm looking forward to another 4 years of service. Press subscribe to follow more of our adventures, and please press the like button if you enjoyed this video. It helps the channel. For more information about the ebooks, please visit my website at buildshippingcontainerhouse.com.